Hi, buddy. Great to see you here. I have to say, this build really annoyed me. I couldn't place the parts as easily as I did before, but I've made it smooth for you now. Please don't hesitate to write your build problems and support in the comments. I really appreciate it. So, as always, we are starting with the material list. Here is mats you need for this build. Just keep in mind, you might need extra thruster mats to help with placing parts. First, place a palatial pillar from Shogun Palace, or Wood Foundation 2, or Karjek, and place thrusters around it, one for each direction. After that, place a medium fender vertically on top of it. This fender will be our carrier for the whole vehicle.
Now, place 8 fenders horizontally on top of that vertical fender. And place 6 more pieces symmetrically on the opposite side. We're leaving a 2-piece fender space. This gap is needed to connect the back part of the truck. After that, place a small thruster to help align the llama railings and the engine. Pay attention here. These railings can be placed even if they are sitting 1 unit above the fenders. That is exactly what we want. Place them like this, 1 unit above the fenders. Also, place 2 small thrusters on both sides for steering left and right. These thrusters will help the vehicle maneuver better. Now, place llama railing number 2 to connect to the rear of the truck. Now for the tricky part again. Place a small floor part first, as I did here, and then a palatial pillar next to it. This pillar should sit 1 unit lower, so nudge it like I did. This will help us place the fenders symmetrically. Watch this. Bring the fender on similar position, nudge it forward or backward and down to try the positions until it snaps. They should look like this at the end. Place these carefully. There should be no space between these fenders. Watch this. The small thruster down there on the pillar is too far for this. Therefore, place another small thruster and use it to align this fender. Then place the fender exactly as I did. Be careful here. These llama railings are placed one unit in front of the others. We need this space for the large fenders. This large fender should be placed exactly under these two railings, not one unit before or after. Once you're sure of the position, place the other fenders as I did. Check this fender out. Look at how it was placed. You should check your work after almost every placement. If you want a smooth, nice build, you have to double check. I've placed these fenders here, but they aren't functional. They're just for looks. I think they look nice, but you don't have to place them if you don't want to. Be careful here. I had to place one chest one unit in front of the other. For some reason, the game wouldn't let me place them on the same line. That wasn't like this on my first build. In this version, I have changed the thrusters. In the short video, I used big thrusters, but I've replaced them with jumbo thrusters here because they make the vehicle way faster. Place a jumbo thruster as I did here, but you should on the both sides. These fenders are also just for visual appeal. You can decide whether to add them or not. These fenders are also for visual appeal. You can decide to place or not. Just be careful to place them 2 units above the others so they don't block the driver's seat. If they are too close, you won't be able to sit on the driver's seat. Place the seat as far forward as possible to make sure the top fenders don't block the driver's seat. I placed these amber chests to show you that it is possible, but they can affect the vehicle's balance. You might need to add 2 more small balloons to the rear if you use them. I added 4 containers to maintain the balance on this version. It's up to you.
With these 2 small thrusters, you can drive backward faster. These spike rack canisters are just for looks. You can swap them for something else. Use the spike rack canisters to align the front lights. I didn't add backlights, but you can add them if you need. Use here the containers and lights to align the small balloons. Here, just make sure the balloons are in the same position on both sides.
Different from short video version, I've added the medium guards. I think they look great, and also they give the thrusters a bit of protection. So, as a final result, you'll have a bold, fast, and massive loot truck. I hope it was worth the wait. Check out the rest of the channel. If you like my building style, now is the perfect time to support me by hitting that like and subscribe. Please share your thoughts with me in the comments. What do you want to see me build next in this style? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, buddy!